Hey there everybody, welcome back to another one of my budgeting videos. This is going to be my weekly update on my digital cash envelopes. We are well into January at this point. My first paycheck was today, January the 10th, which is why I'm sitting down and doing all the math. So I thought I would update you on what I have put in here. I haven't entered in yet my deposits from my January 10th paycheck, so I thought we could do that together, but I'll explain where it's at so far, and then we'll add in the stuff. So I think where we last left it was here, December 29th. So the December 29th, I had put in deposits, and then these were my new balances. So we're not going to discuss Striker's column. He's my cat. He does have money digitally as well as in physical cash form for his cash envelopes, but I don't actually track it. I mean, I track it on paper here, but it doesn't affect any of these usually. There was a mistake, so it does this time, but his money is kept in a separate account from the rest of them is what I'm trying to get at. So we're just going to ignore him for now. Work parking, I don't currently have to pay work parking because I'm working from home. Groceries, my balance at the end of December was $86.17 in the digital cash envelope. I also have money on a gift card. Take out a zero. Miscellaneous had a balance of $51.56. Fun had a balance of $90. Physio had a balance of $31.50, and transportation had a balance of $69.43. So then shopping happened. On January the 2nd, I went to a bakery. I was out running errands after a physio appointment, so I just kind of popped in. I put it under miscellaneous. It could have honestly gone under groceries or fun or miscellaneous, so I just kind of picked one. And then I went to the dollar store and I spent $18.08. That was on the same day. I couldn't find the receipt, so I was lumping everything under miscellaneous, but I found it when I was doing some reconciling of some other numbers, and I'm glad I did because I knew that not everything really fell under the miscellaneous column, but because I couldn't find the receipt, I couldn't pull any of it apart, but I did find it, so I kind of fixed it a little bit farther down. January the 4th, I went to IKEA with a friend. So I have the main IKEA purchase went through on my credit card. I bought a lamp and a couple other things for the apartment. Groceries, because there's like that frozen food section. Once you've gone through and purchased like your main stuff from IKEA, I spent $12.98. So I pulled it out of groceries. And then for fun, I spent $9.50. A friend went with me and she drove. So we went to like the little, I don't know what to call it, cafeteria almost, that's at the end where you can get like ice cream and hot dogs and drinks and whatever. And we got some stuff from there. And so I paid for hers and mine as a thank you for driving. I mean, she had to drive. She has a baby and she has the car seat, so we can't go in mine, but still, I appreciated it. So I sort of split up those two IKEA costs because one was clearly groceries and one was more fun. And then on January the 6th, I went to Superstore. I didn't go twice. I broke up the receipt into $47.80 fell under the groceries category, $39.48 fell under miscellaneous, and then I didn't want to do a separate transaction because Superstore, you can earn these stickers for every, it's like $20 or $25 that you spend, and then you collect enough of them, you can get a really good discount on pots and pans, and I need a new pan. So I sort of lumped everything together to up how many stickers that I could get. So Striker, I bought him some litter. It cost $11.19. He, like I said, because his money is not actually on this card, which means this money has been taken out from a category that doesn't exist. So because transportation has so much money in it, and I didn't have any charges to it, it's sort of floating this charge that shouldn't really have occurred off of these cash envelopes. So I will pay that back when I'm doing all the moving of money, when I'm, like after my budget and everything. Striker gets $32.50 into his account every payday. So when I'm moving his money around, usually I just don't move his money into here, but I will move over $11.19 to pay this back. That left us with new balances. So groceries, a new balance of $25.39. Miscellaneous had gone into the negative $14.95. Fun had a whopping $80.50. Physio $15.75. Transportation still $69.43. But then I found the dollar store receipt, and I did have some food on there that falls under groceries. So then I took out $3.91 from groceries, and it's going over to miscellaneous to pay it back for the full dollar store amount, because like it got charged the full dollar store amount. So it got paid back $3.91 to make up for the amount from this receipt that shouldn't have been taken out of this category. That makes sense. So that brings miscellaneous to a negative $8.04 and groceries to a balance of $21.48. Yes. There is also a pending confusing transaction. I don't know exactly what's happening with it. So I Instacarted food for Stryker on January the 9th, as well as like some inserts for a toy of his. So you know how they always charge you more, like what do they call it? Like they auto approve a higher amount in case the amount in store changes or something. But then once everything is actually put through and purchased, it's just, you only get charged the amount that you were actually charged. So it shows a charge to me of $48.31, and then it shows the charge of $31.69, and then it shows what I think is meant to be a refund of $14.52. So I did the initial transaction just for the food, and then I thought like an hour later or so, I was like, oh, I can see if they have the insert for the toy that I keep forgetting to buy, and they did, so I added it on. So then that became like, you know, my transaction amount changed, and then they delivered to the wrong house. And so I think the $14.52 is a refund for like them delivering to the wrong house, but there's been no actual communication from them, except for when I initially, because I rated the person low, I only gave 2 stars, and so then of course it prompts you for like why, and I told the system, and so then I got an automated response saying, oh, we're so sorry, you'll hear from us in 2 hours via email, and I've never heard from them again. And so now I don't know what's going on. All of these are showing as like pending, so I don't know what, if any of them are actually going to stick, which is annoying because it means I don't really know the balance of this prepaid credit card right now, because all of these are just sort of sitting there waiting. Yes, so I'm just going to move ahead and keep an eye on them. And actually the insert that I got for the toy is the wrong size, so I have to take it back anyway, so that's going to mess that up even more, but at least in the reverse way. So at least it's messing it up and giving me back more money, you know. Like it's kind of better, I think. So let's go and put in the deposits. So today, I can't remember if I already said it, it is January the 10th. I'm going to leave Stryker alone for now. Nothing in work parking. Groceries is getting $48, which is a weird amount. I usually give groceries $120. But like I was saying before, I have this gift card, and my gift card has a balance of on it of $72.64. So I took the 120 minus $72.64, and then I rounded up to 48 because it was actually 47 and change. And so that is why I'm putting only 48 in the groceries, because I want to have the total amount that I have for groceries for the next 2 weeks to be the 120. I didn't see the need to push my budget to put the full 120 here when I still have money there that's supposed to be dedicated to go towards groceries and other expenses like that. So $48. Takeout is getting 0. Miscellaneous is getting 20. Fun is getting 30, but I think I'm going to change that. I will explain. Physio is getting $31.50. I can't change that amount. It's based on charges that I have weekly at my physio office. So every week I pay $15.75. Transportation is getting 20. I lowered that because I have a comfortable amount in there. I mean, with the cost of gas, realistically, if I had to get a full tank of gas right now, I'd maybe have enough for a full tank, like from empty, but I'm currently at almost completely full, and I drive a hybrid, so I don't go through gas that much, although I do have an appointment this coming week that I'm going to that's a little bit of a longer drive than normal, so that'll take a bit of a hit, but it'll still be fine. So $21.48 plus $48. Let me change colors. is giving me a new balance in groceries, of $69.48 plus the gift card. Work, parking, and takeout are still zero. Okay, so miscellaneous, negative 8.04 plus 20 is 11.96. That kind of amuses me because usually it's fun that goes into the negative and miscellaneous that's covering for fun. So I don't know why I just used a calculator for that. So fun has $110.50. The reason it has so much money is before New Year's Eve, I put more money in it than normal because I had the regular deposit that I was putting in, but then also I was going out for New Year's Eve with a friend and her partner, their baby, and then her mom who was visiting from out of country. And we were going to like a kind of fancier Italian pizza place for dinner and then going back to my friend's place. And so I was like, probably the food will cost more because it's a nicer place anyways, but also because it's New Year's Eve. And so I wanted to put extra money in my fun category to be able to cover for New Year's Eve, as well as cover for like my regular fun expenses, which tend to actually be brunch on Saturdays. So roughly $30 a week. So that's why over here, I put $90. But then her mom so very nicely paid for everybody's dinner. So I didn't actually pay for my dinner on New Year's Eve. So the money that I had put into the fun category to go towards that, I didn't need to. And so then I was like, okay, well, I'll pull it out and I'll put it towards the IKEA purchase. And then I was like, oh, but you know what? And I've got money in there for my brunches. It's fine. But then because we went to IKEA instead of doing brunch, I only had $9.50 instead of like around 30-ish coming out on that Saturday. So I'm still way ahead of the game. So even though in here I calculated that I'm putting $30 in, I'm actually going to deduct it back out, and I can't believe I'm doing this because I've already written it down, but I only thought about it as I was writing it. It's not even that I'm taking it out in physicality. On the book I haven't transferred any of this money over yet. So instead of transferring this $30 over to put it into the fun category, I'm actually going to put it towards the Visa card to go towards the IKEA purchase that I made. So yeah. And then physio and transportation. Oh, sorry. I should actually finish calculating, I suppose, shouldn't I? I got ahead of myself. I'm so sorry. Here we go. So physio right now is $47.25, but that'll go down tomorrow. I have an appointment. It'll cost $15.75. And transportation, $89.43. So these are my new balances. I am going to be paying back into the prepaid credit card that $11.19 from Striker's Digital Cash to pay back that. I'll just put like a little notation beside it once it's done, I think, since I'm not actually showing that I've pulled it from anywhere. I don't need to correct anything like that. Here, I'll do this while I'm thinking about it. Minus 30 to Visa. Okay, so there we go. Went on a rambly little conversation during that, but we got there in the end. We're okay. So I will do Striker's catch up later. Work, parking, zero. Groceries, $69.48 plus $72.64 on a gift card. Takeout has zero. Miscellaneous has $11.96. Fun has $80.50. Physio, $47.25. Transportation, $89.43. I will put an updated note when I have paid back that money from Striker's digital money. And yes, we are done with the digital cash envelopes. So yeah, I can't think of anything else to say. I rambled a lot and they were all over the place, but I think I explained everything fairly well. Maybe not really sure. The Instacart one is leaving me a little perturbed because I can't do anything about that until they actually have the charges be like real. So then I'm going to have to wait. And of course, like I said, I'm doing a refund of an item tomorrow as well. So it'll take who knows how many days for it to all get sorted. But once it is all sorted and I see a final actual solidified transaction number, I'm going to have to come back in here and I was going to say deduct it from somewhere, but it's actually, I'm just going to have to pay it back because the Instacart order should have never pulled out of this account. It should have gone onto my credit card, and then I would have just much more easily paid from Striker's sinking fund onto the credit card because the transaction was for stuff for him, but it accidentally charged to this prepaid credit card. So now I have to like fix it, but I don't want to pay back to this card more than what is owed and short Striker money. So that's why I'm waiting for it to really kind of solidify and figure out. There was just a lot of transactions, it feels like, in the last couple weeks that accidentally, and I know like I fully take the blame for some of these, I say some, for all of them, for like they just went on to the wrong things. Like I had some stuff pull out of my debit account that I thought was going to be going onto my credit card. I had this Instacart order I thought was going onto the Visa card that pulled out of the prepaid cash envelopes. I had something go onto the Visa I thought was going to charge onto a different card. Like it all just, I don't know what happened. I really don't. I think it's a sign I just need to stop shopping. And I don't actually have any plans to do any more shopping. I wasn't going to do any Boxing Day or Boxing Week shopping. But I canceled my gym membership and I decided that it's not like I was all, oh, I'm going to make a home gym because like that's insane. But I did buy 2 pieces of gym equipment and I'm already blanking. Oh, yes, I bought a yoga mat. Not because I do yoga, but I do have to do stretches and whatnot. And I thought it might be nicer to lie on that than on my floor. And I also bought like a step. You know, like in the 80s, women did like, what was it called? Step aerobics, I think, like those types of steps. So I actually use one in physio for my vestibular physio exercises, and you can use them for all kinds of stuff, right? Like they're really great for cardio. So I bought one of those that it's not like massive, but it's a great size for having in an apartment because I don't have my gym membership anymore, and so I need to make a workout routine using things that I have or like the natural environment or, you know, like, and by the natural environment, I mean like go and find a track to like walk around or a trail or something like that. Not like I'm going to go carry rocks. But you know, like I need to come up with other things. So I took a look and I only bought them because it was Boxing Week sales and the items were like ridiculously discounted. Otherwise I wouldn't have done it. And the same with the Lululemon transaction. I have only so many pairs of yoga pants. They all come from Costco. I 100% endorse yoga pants from Costco. They're amazing, but they haven't sold the type that I wear in a very long time. So I'm worried that they're not selling them anymore. And mine get really beaten up and in pretty bad shape from all the dragon boating that I do. So I was just sort of like, I'm going to need to find new yoga pants, like somewhere to purchase yoga pants from, because eventually mine are going to be like in too bad of shape to wear. And so I was just kind of looking online to see what I could find, and Lululemon has a website that it's like they've made too much, or like they have too much in stock or something, so they sell it already discounted, and then it was discounted again because of the Boxing Week sales. So I bought a pair of pants, still ridiculously overpriced because they are Lululemon, but we're gonna see how they fit. So that was a lot of explanation that you probably didn't really need for a bunch of shopping that you probably don't care about. I'm going to go now. Thank you so very much for sitting with me while I ramble at you about my shopping and my purchases and my digital cash envelopes. They're not nearly as confusing as normal this time, despite the various mistakes that were made for charges going to the wrong place, which is kind of surprising for me actually, because usually I'm coming at you with these talking about how something is wrong and I can't figure it out and it's all messed up and what did I do, and this time it's more like, nope, I know what happened and where everything went, and it's just a matter of fixing it and waiting on Instacart. That one I can't control. Okay, I will go. I know I've already said that. I always say it like 3 times before I really go. I think you're used to it by now. I will talk to all of you later. I hope that your digital cash envelopes or cash envelopes or whatever it is that you use for your budgeting is going really well for you and that you're having a great start to the new year. This will be our year. We will figure out our financial goals if we don't already have them sorted. I have mine sorted, but I can't speak for you. And let's just do everything that we can to get there. I will talk to you all in the next video. Stay safe, everybody. Bye.